can't lose. No, we can't lose.
Enjoy it while it lasts. Gambling gods, fickle bunch. Oh yeah, so easily
We
affected.
have a shooter and a good one coming out for a new point. Get your bets down, ladies and gentlemen. He's a rolling point is 9, place 9. 9 a winner. Got a hot hand. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen.
They bet on absolutely anything. Don't make them prove.
And the party pit was cool. That's the part that almost got me, but the party pit's 6'5". So I said I'd never play it again.
You're tuned in to Gambling with Good JuJu.
Welcome in, everybody, to Gambling with Good JuJu, the show with a bigger arc than St. Louis. That cleans it up a little bit.
Yeah,
that cleans it up a little bit.
Nice.
Hey, before we kick things off, do us a favor and hit that subscribe button on YouTube for us. Listening via audio, then give us a follow and rate 5 stars. We can be found on the socials at Good JuJu Bets, and if you really like us, then head on over to goodjujubets.net. Click on the merch shop and show your support. I guess I do show High Pitch Pete every time I say,
on the intro.
If you really like us. Folks, we were just discussing on if I need to introduce High Pitch Pete as a new character on Gambling with Good JuJu.
That's like when you have a hot take.
Where I go off on a rant about something and use not my, as you can tell, very deep radio voice. But maybe a little higher pitched voice.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I don't know.
Well, I can't wait to see the graphic. I'm picturing like the graphic where like, you got steam coming out of your ears.
High pitch Pete.
Yeah, it's like-
AI would make such a good visual of that.
You're right.
All right. On today's episode, we went to 5 different casinos in one day. We're going to be sharing our thoughts on all 5 casinos in St. Louis, along with our definitive ranking of these casinos for anyone looking to head that way in the near future.
I better rank them.
We had the conversation in the car. I think I have a small change from our conversation in the car.
All right,
but
all right.
overall, yeah. Juice! Did you have fun on Friday hitting up 5 casinos plus a racetrack in the St. Louis area?
I had an absolutely great time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got Jolly along with us. That's something we should probably let everyone know. Jolly
Right.
St. Vic was there. We were there. If you follow us on the socials, you saw a nice picture of us outside the Fairmount.
The one photo we took.
The one photo we did a good job of doing.
Yeah.
So you had a great time, right?
I had a blast.
I had an absolute great time. So here's what we're going to do. Let's go spot by spot and see what we think. First off, we stopped at the Fairmount Racetrack so you could get money from the cage and see what the slot machine situation looks like. No table games at the Fairmount,
right.
just video machines. I don't think I need to return to the casino part of that, like Fairmount Casino, but I am hyped to visit for a day at the track.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. And then once you do that, obviously we're going to go play some slot machines.
Like, right. We will revisit that casino, but not because of the casino, because of the actual racetrack.
What a nice draw for, like, some slot huts have free coffee.
Yeah.
They have a racetrack.
Yeah.
What a nice draw.
They gave us a $25 offer
Amazing.
on our casino and a $25 food credit.
Fantastic. Well, strong offer.
Yeah, very strong offer.
Yeah.
So the Fairmount, apparently, and why do they run on Tuesday? Like, why is Tuesday such a hot night?
I don't know. That's what I was talking to the sports book, and they're like, Tuesdays and Saturdays are the days they actually run.
Yeah. So they run races on Tuesdays and Saturdays. Post time for the first race is 1:30 p.m. and I believe they run until about 6 p.m.
So you tell me it is in the afternoon on a Tuesday?
Yeah, I looked it up.
That's bonkers.
The post time, they don't run at nighttime.
Yeah.
So they got to get it in during the day.
Well, I can't wait to go back for that.
So
let's make that a priority this summer.
That's what I'm saying. First stop, and we definitely found a reason to return to the area for gambling.
Yeah.
So
and there's a Waffle House right there.
Yeah. I mean, what a start to an epic day if we go to the racetrack, followed by insert St. Louis area activities in the evening.
Sure. Yeah.
You know, I think that time window works perfectly for us.
Yeah.
We're
Right.
only we're like barely over 2 hours to the racetrack from our house.
Yeah. Right.
So, but that wasn't even the first of our 5 casinos we went to. We actually started our casino tour, i.e., casinos with table games, at River City Casino. Pretty impressive resort complex they had there. What did you think about the gaming, Juice?
I will say this. I was shocked at one, how many cars were in the parking lot, especially after the first spot.
Yeah.
And 2, it is like it's like a real casino. That was surprising to me, I guess.
It's like a resort.
Yeah.
Like it's like a destination. Like there were people gambling there who also stayed the night there.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, people were on vacation there. That's for sure. I thought it was, the craps table was bustling. Granted, it was crapless. You're probably going to talk about your first time playing crapless craps, right?
Well, if you're not going to steal the thunder, I am.
Yeah, well, pardon me. Yeah. So that was nice. The slot machines was overwhelming as always. Yeah, I
So you find the slot machines overwhelming?
Yeah, absolutely.
There's just too many?
Yeah.
Or like there's too many for us to keep track of as well?
Sure, whatever.
Like, because we did good on some. I was up on the day on slot machines.
That's
Slot
fantastic.
machines were my high point.
Yeah.
Are we including video poker machines as a slot machine?
Well, I mean, sure. Yeah.
Between the two of them, I probably made close to $100.
What? Wow. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
But on the other side of that, I mean, I made on one session, I made 33, and in another one, I made 38.
And this is you by yourself, or you and Jolly St. Vic going around and checking stuff?
So the video poker machines we each did on our own. So
Yeah,
like
you
he'd
went and
take
took
a
your own.
machine, I would take my machine, and then we
Yeah.
would just play on our own. Because it's like one pull
Right.
that you get on those machines. It's not like you run it through for a bonus for a while.
Right.
But on any of the bonus reel, I think that's what they call it, bonus game slot machines, whatever they call it, the more traditional slot machines.
Oh, yeah.
We would share those.
Yeah.
So
Got it.
only on the video poker machines did we claim our own. And that's because like you're on a machine, you're clicking through a ton of screens to try to find the plays, and you'll find maybe 2 or 3 on a machine, but you end up, when you multiply the denominations by the number of games, by the number of ways you can play each game, you're clicking on over 100 icons per screen.
Yeah, no thanks.
So,
I do it till my finger gets tired.
yeah. So as you mentioned, it was my first time ever playing crapless, and I thought that was really neat. I thought it was cool. We don't have crapless here in Peoria.
We shot both. We both shot there. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you have crapless in the Quad Cities?
I don't believe they have a traditional craps table. They have a crapless bubble craps
Okay.
at one of them. But
Okay. It was fun watching multiple people bet on the 2 and the 12 for it to never hit.
that is some degen stuff. Like if you're only betting on those numbers, like I don't know,
But
guys.
to be fair, we were betting the 6 and 8 for it to never hit.
Right.
We did
There's also
not do well. It was a nice harsh start to our gambling
Yeah.
at that particular casino.
Yeah, a little bit of mixed bag on the crew.
Oh yeah.
You gotta start them somewhere, right? So it's like Friday morning, crapless table, like sure, put the rookies here, but like
That was pretty smooth of you. Like this new dealer shows up and obviously he didn't know what he was doing. And you just tap me on
as
the
soon
arm.
as he shows up, you're like looking at your phone
Yeah.
and the slot machine and doing like 3 things, and I'm like, hey,
Watch your money.
watch your money.
That's what
Because you
you
were
said.
not very good at that to begin with.
You said watch your money. And I don't know why I knew, but immediately I knew what you meant. I was like, oh. And I looked over at the dealer and he's like, got his head down doing stuff or whatever. And I'm just like, okay, yeah, don't trust this. He means don't trust this dealer.
We're not like the most exotic craps betters. But,
No,
like, you
we're
had to
pretty,
explain
I'm
it.
pretty darn basic.
We had to explain it every time we bet.
Yeah.
What to do.
Yeah. So that was the only downside. But again, if you're going to introduce them, it's better to introduce them to the gamblers
Yeah.
at noon than it is at 9 p.m.
And it's
So,
not a problem for me at all. Like I don't mind.
Yeah.
Like let's get it right, guys. Like this is cool.
Yeah. So I enjoyed playing crapless. I did not enjoy the $150, $160 I lost in the course of 20 minutes of playing.
You'll have that.
Also $15 tables everywhere, and we're used to Peoria and Quad City prices.
Yeah. Crapless, I played a couple times. I don't care to seek it out, but when it's the only
Yeah.
thing open,
It is kind of weird that the crapless table was open and the regular craps table was not. All they had was crapless, which I thought was weird.
Yeah, weird, right? They want you to play on the worst game.
So is it more popular though?
Well, I think we've proved that throughout the day.
Yeah.
A couple of these other casinos had them both open, and you couldn't even get on the crapless table.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is obviously more popular in the St. Louis area, which is surprising. Maybe, I don't know. Again, it's like, yeah, jackpots, 2s and 12s, yay.
Yeah. To your point, the first casino we went to for 12 p.m. on a Friday was surprisingly busy.
I was shocked.
Yeah. River City was jamming at noon on a Friday.
On a Friday.
Yeah. Didn't pan out for us, but well, maybe it did for you. I don't know how you ended up, but I was down after River City.
Yeah, I got a little back getting cute with you shooting, but I think I left that place a loser.
But it was fun.
Yeah,
had a good time. So what'd you think overall?
Fine. I'd go back.
You'd go back.
Yeah.
It was fine.
Weird location.
So yeah,
That's strange.
like there's 5 casinos and 2 are close to each other, 2 are close to each other, and one's just sort of out of the way.
Yeah.
And the one that's out of the way is River City. You know, if you're going to an event downtown, it's probably only like a 10, 15-minute Uber, but
You're going to pass 2 other casinos.
yeah, and you're going to go through like empty lots
Yeah.
to get there. It just seems like it's in almost like an industrial part of town.
Right. If they had if they give me an offer to come back, or there's an event there, like a concert there or something,
Yeah.
I would go.
I would definitely go back.
I'm not driving just to go gamble there.
It would be in the conversation for where do I go after an event. And that's what I've done the last 3 years for the bragging rights game. The first time I went to the Horseshoe, the second time I went to the Casino Queen, and the third time I went to River City. So it is in the conversation of if you want a cheap Uber, whereas like the Hollywood and the Ameristar, I mean, those are a hike.
They're too far.
That's another city. Like this is at least like right there.
Yeah.
It's like a 10, 15-minute Uber. To get out in Maryland Heights, you're probably talking more like 20, 25.
So next year, you just need all the in-laws to stay there.
Yeah.
Right?
We could potentially stay like in St. Charles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you could just watch the game on TV at the sports book.
That doesn't go very well. It's cheaper for me to go to the game, as we'll get into.
I could have bought a ticket to the game.
Yeah. All right. So that's
on.
casino
Wrap it up
number
on this
one.
Wrap it up on this.
Real quick, shout out Blue City Deli.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely banger lunch.
Blue City Deli. Yeah.
Yeah. Get the roast beef. It was the best thing I ate all day. Like the actual roast beef on the not the sandwich overall necessarily, but the roast beef on the sandwich was friggin' delicious.
Told me it's made in house every day. I enjoyed it. I would be back in the Soulard neighborhood.
Yeah, and that's a cool area.
Yeah,
like that was. If you're going to do multiple casinos, start at River City, and then this place is almost perfectly on the way to the second casino we went to, the Casino Queen, which is actually the only casino we went to that was in Illinois, not counting Fairmount. Fairmount was also in Illinois, but the Casino Queen is right on the other side of the Illinois River, and I feel like I had a better time than you guys at this casino. It was the only spot I found $10 3-2 blackjack.
Yeah, that's kind of a nice treat.
After reviewing all 5 of those casinos, your minimums were varying between 15 and 25, never dipping down to 10, except at the Casino Queen. So I thought that was cool. Random side note, while we're talking about this, both the DGen and Steve Fezzik have pointed out in recent days that 6-5 blackjack still has better odds than any version of roulette you play. Still not the point though. I don't want to feel like I could be playing better odds than I'm currently getting. But I do want to point out for my rant last week about 6-5 blackjack that it is still, they are right. Like it's better odds to play 6-5 blackjack if you don't know how to play it perfectly than it is to play roulette.
Right.
And especially, you know, obviously I lump 000 roulette or higher in with 6-5 blackjack. But there was also a point in time where people were looking at a 00 roulette and going, that's a ripoff, you know?
Yep.
So it really just depends on your perspective. But, you know, I feel like I've always seen 00 roulette boards.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Only matters when you get blackjack.
Only matters when you get blackjack. I know.
Yep.
I know. There's just something that hits better about a 3-2 payout than a 6-5
it's
payout.
neat, right? It's neat.
It's a lot more money on that. Like if you were playing like big hand prices,
right.
It's a big difference, but not at $10. It's a $3 difference we learned.
Yeah, you crunch the numbers on that.
Yeah, you get paid $15. We did this last episode.
Yeah.
We're not gonna do it again.
Right.
All right, I just wanted to highlight that we didn't actually discuss the fact that 6-5 blackjack has better odds
than a lot of gambling
than most of the other ways we gamble.
Nice acknowledgement.
It just feels like a ripoff. Okay, so the Casino Queen, like I said, I think I had a better experience there than you and Kurt.
Yeah,
I will say the Casino Queen was small. Like out of all 5 casinos, it had the smallest space.
It was small. It didn't really feel like a casino. Like the first place felt like a casino.
Yeah,
this place felt like they put a casino in a room.
Yeah. It was a single room.
Yeah.
Like with nothing black. It's kind of like if you were to watch like the World Series of Poker.
Yes. And they
It's
move
like
it in.
the casino floor is basically like if you replace the slot machines with tables would be just like the World Series of Poker. Just a big open room.
Like sometimes you watch a movie or a TV show and they're obviously not in a casino and they're trying to make it look like a casino.
Yeah.
That's what I felt like the Casino Queen was.
Yeah. And I get it. The vibe was, you guys weren't feeling the vibe, but I was satisfied. There wasn't really many AP slots to choose from.
Sure.
We did find some at the first casino. I think I found some at almost every casino in one way or another.
Yeah. Was that the place you played the most blackjack?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I played dumb. I was doing fine. And then we started at a $15 table and we got beat pretty good.
Yeah, I didn't play that long with you.
Then I walked away immediately after that and went straight to an open seat at the $10 table. And I was just like, all right, guys, go away. Like, I didn't care what you guys did. I was like, play some blackjack and not do poorly.
I did win the most money there of all the casinos. So that was nice.
Yeah.
I had the little situation on my way out the door, but
you were worried someone was following you.
No, not really. But he was a total a-hole.
Yeah.
And I get it. Like I pressed my luck on the etiquette there a little bit. I wasn't really paying attention. What had happened was you guys both came up and we just hit a bunch of numbers. And I won a couple $100, like not a ton of money. But you guys are standing there looking at me and I'm like, wow, if I just leave now, I'll be a winner. Basically was the thought process. And Kurt had just left like 10 minutes earlier. So I was like, hey, turn me down and I'm going to color up after the point was hit. Right.
Yeah.
And the guy is like, you can't color up now. And I'm like, oh, okay. I literally said it like that. Like, okay, I won't. And she was like, the box was like, he doesn't make the rules. You can color up now. He hit the point. This is fine. And I looked down and it's like, oh, we're down to the 12 and 4 again. Like, yeah, of course you're going to hit that if I didn't color up.
Yeah.
So, but that guy was like angle shooting all afternoon and it was kind of pissing me off. So
what's angle shooting?
Oh, like, so Kurt brought his bets down and he's like, oh, that's my 6. And Kurt looks at him and he looks at me and I'm like, oh, Jesus. Like, no, that wasn't your 6. The point was 6. You didn't have a 6, bud. So we figured that out. And then like he's throwing stuff in the middle. Angle shooting is like you're trying to basically cheat.
You're trying to figure out how to cheat other people out of money.
Not other people necessarily. Like the casino mostly.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised how much angle shooting I saw that day. We'll get into that in a little bit. But the other thing was like calling little weird bets in the middle and then being like, oh, I had the 12. And it's like, no, you had the 2.
Yeah.
Like every roll.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, man.
Okay.
So
angle shooting is just finding cheap ways to cheat.
Yeah, of sorts. Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Well, I didn't know that. So the people make a large part of the experience when any casino you go to.
Yeah,
so that
everybody
probably
else was
impact.
cool. Yeah, everybody else was cool. The guy shooting next to me was awesome. We had a great time.
I will say though, it's the first time I've ever seen you color up in the middle of a roll. Like, I'm not saying you've never done it. I've never seen you color up in the middle of a roll. Why do you color up in the middle of a roll?
It wasn't in the middle of a roll. He hit the point.
Right. It's in the middle of a shooter, I mean.
Yeah, right.
So what made you, why, like, and I'm actively telling you at this point,
Yeah,
I
no,
don't care. Stay. Take as much time as you want. This is what we're here for.
Right. But we had 3 more casinos to go to. And I had won a bunch of money. And it was like, let's get out of this dump. It was all of that.
It's just weird. Like like Kurt, it didn't surprise me that he quit in the middle of the shooter.
Yeah.
It surprised me that you quit in the middle of the
Yeah.
shooter.
Well, that's all it was.
So you were just that down on the vibe at the Casino Queen.
And that up on like, winning.
Yeah.
Well,
I will say I was battling pretty good at the blackjack table that I was at.
Yeah.
And I ended up with an 11 with $35 bet on the table, which was just dumb progression for me. It wasn't like a thoughtful strategy. It was let's keep putting more money on the table and see what happens.
You got to get that TRG down.
And I was up to, And I was up to 30. Well, I watched a new strategy video from Casino King, the Manhattan. Have you heard of the Manhattan?
Mm-hmm.
That's the 2-1-2. Bet 2 units, then go down to 1 if you win, then go back up to 2 if you win, and then keep increasing by 1 unit every time until you lose. And then when you lose, you go back down to 2 units and start it over again. Yeah. So that I'm going to try that.
It's fun until it's not.
That's one I'm going to try. So but anyways, I got an 11 with $35 bet out there. Yep. And the dealer flashes, I don't even remember what it was.
6.
But it doesn't matter because I had an 11, so I'm going to double it no matter what.
Smart.
So I double the 11, and now I've got $70 on the table, of which I could have just had 10 or 20, depending on the situation. I've got 70 on the table. And of course, he flips a deuce for me. So I'm sitting on 13, and then he makes his hand no problem.
Yeah.
And I end up losing $70 on one hand and feeling down and out about myself. Not because of $70. Like, I brought a proper bankroll. It wasn't a big deal. It was just like, you were at a $10 table for a reason, dude. Low risk. Like, you weren't there. Like, I could have done that on a $50 blackjack table. Right. I didn't need to do that at the $10 table. Yeah. And I just kind of lost sight in the course of all the gambling we were doing, of things a little bit there. And
it was a long day.
And it's not something that I normally do these days. Like, normally I don't get sucked in during a session into betting dumb. But I definitely let that happen at the Casino Queen.
Did you enjoy your time at the blackjack table in general?
Yeah.
Company was fine. Dealers were great.
It was nothing special.
Yeah.
I agree with you. It gets tiring pretty quick when you drive 3 hours to go to then 5 casinos before driving home.
Yeah.
Like 5 casinos is too many.
Fatigue gets set in. Yeah.
Not to give things away, but
we'll get to that soon. Because I think we both came to that conclusion. Okay.
Overall, your thoughts on the Casino Queen?
I don't think I would ever go back there.
Okay. It is still in my consideration set for after an event downtown going to the Casino Queen. In fact, it's probably my top choice.
Like, let me say this. If you drug me down there to something and you're like, I really want to go to the Casino Queen after this thing or before this thing, I would go.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even try to talk you into a different casino.
Okay.
But because, like, going to a casino is better than anything else.
Yeah.
It's like, you want to get ice cream? Okay.
Yeah. As a post-event activity, I would put it at the top casino. And top above the Horseshoe, which is our next casino that we went to.
Stop number... Casino number 3, stop number 4.
Yeah. The Horseshoe.
The Horseshoe.
The only casino located in the touristy downtown area of St. Louis.
It was right downtown.
Yeah. I mean, and we went at like 4:00 and we only stayed for about an hour and we didn't get a very good vibe.
So I'm going to say I had my biggest letdown at this place.
What was the letdown?
I was not super impressed with the amount of action. Like the craps table was jam packed. Like, okay, you can't do anything about that, right?
Yeah.
Well, like most of the table games weren't even open. And I think they had like a $25 blackjack table.
Right.
It's like, okay, like it's 4 PM.
Right.
I think it was a combination of like the fatigue and realizing we had 2 more casinos that you had properly set us up for are going to be more fun.
Do you agree after the fact that I was right there?
Absolutely. Yeah. In the back of my head, I knew that. And I'm like, I don't need to like rush into gambling here.
Yeah. Yeah.
The lounge was like 7 stars only. I was kind of bummed about that. Like, I've never been into a Caesar's lounge.
Yeah.
And it's like 7 stars only. That's like, okay, Jesus.
Huh.
So I would go back there for sure. Again, to reiterate,
What's in the Caesars Lounge? Do you even know?
now it's like you get like finger food probably, and maybe a free drink or something. I don't know. I think it depends on what one.
Yeah, probably not as good at the downtown St. Louis location.
Or
because the casino
awesome.
wasn't hopping at all. Like, I knew two things coming into this experience because I'd been here before. I knew one, it would be expensive, and two, it would be busy. And we couldn't get on the craps table at all. The craps table was completely packed, and the blackjack table was $25.
Yeah.
So we did a loop. I don't even think we found really any AP slots at this one. Maybe we found one.
Played a monkey ball or something.
Yeah.
And I think I said out loud, I'm going to go play $25 blackjack if you guys don't stop walking around looking at slot machines. And then we left.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, agreed.
Yeah. And we you're right. We did play the money ball there.
Yeah.
So that was one AP slot. So that was, I think, like I said, Casino Queen was the only one I don't remember playing an AP slot at. So the Horseshoe is fine. It's your touristy destination. Like if you're going to an event in downtown St. Louis, and that's where the baseball stadium is, the basketball arena, the football stadium, like any major event in St. Louis, the most likely place it's going to take place is downtown.
Yep.
And you can walk to the Horseshoe from pretty much anywhere downtown St. Louis.
Would you do that?
Yeah. I mean, I have,
Yeah,
sir.
okay, all right.
So
yeah, Caesar's property. So it's like,
yeah,
that comes with some incentives.
It feels like it should be good, but it feels like it's just lazy. Like, oh, we get all the tourists anyway. It doesn't matter.
I feel like we would have had a blast if it was nighttime or the morning. But going at 4 was just like kind of like the witching hour.
Yeah, and we were starting to feel the effects of our day.
Yeah, we need to start thinking about dinner and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So anything else about that one? I don't know. I would go back.
Like I'm saying, I think I'd rather get in a cab and go to the Casino Queen.
Yeah.
Than
just because the gambling was cheaper.
Yeah, but right. And less busy.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Like you weren't at the Horseshoe after like say a concert or a baseball game or something. They don't have many more tables open.
I looked, they said they had 33 tables on the website. I don't think I saw 33 tables, but
I don't know. But at the end of the day, this is a low ranking one for me because of I think they just take advantage of the fact that it's a tourist spot and don't put that much work into it.
Well, yeah, all right.
Well, I don't know.
Hate them for that, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. So we went to the standalone casino first, 10 plus casinos. 10 plus minutes away from any other casino. Then we hit the 2 casinos right near the downtown area. For our final leg of the trip, we headed up to the burbs and the St. Charles, Maryland Heights area to scope out the final 2 casinos, which are right by each other, as it turns out.
Pretty close, yeah.
So like that was less than a 5-minute drive from one to the other.
That was nice.
The first casino we went to up there was the Hollywood Casino, and I think this one might have gotten the highest marks for any of the 3 of us, to be honest. I found 3 AP slot plays. Along with, they had $15 craps and blackjack, correct?
Mm-hmm. I didn't really look at the blackjack, but I'm sure they did.
They had $15 craps and blackjack. It was a nice casino. It was a nice area. It didn't feel too packed. It felt like a good spot. Like I could see myself staying there. I mean, and the other highlight, let's highlight the other part of this is their concert venue.
Yeah, it was nice. We drove by it.
It's features bangers, apparently.
Big concerts. And it wasn't on the property per se. I'm sure they have a shuttle or something.
You could walk from the casino.
Oh, was it like in the parking lot?
I saw where the band shell is. I mean, maybe it's a pain in the butt, but you could probably. Well, I bet they have a walking path out there somehow. Might go from the back of the casino or something.
Shout out the crew here. They were rock solid. Like their worst craps dealer was probably one of the best craps dealers we had all day.
Yeah.
So yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed my time there. I enjoyed playing craps there. I couldn't believe. We'll get into it now. The crapless table was like jam packed at the Hollywood.
Yeah.
And the craps table was minuscule.
That's awesome.
There was just like 3 of us playing. And we kept like leaving and coming back, and it was very casual and fun.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, I know. I didn't play any slots there, but there were a lot of slots. I had Kurt show me around. There's like that whole other room with just those slot machines.
So I went like absent on you for like a half hour there.
Yeah.
And I was checking video poker machines because at that point in the day, my brain was fried. I needed a reset.
Yeah.
And to be able to just sit down at that machine and just kind of go through and just click all the buttons and be like, ooh, I got one piece of candy. Give it. And then it's only like you only get one hand before the value disappears. So then the value disappears and then you move on to the next one.
Yep.
And it's click, click, click. And that zoning out I thought was nice for me.
I can't stand it.
And then got me to a point where I could re-energize myself for the casino. And then, I thought the Hollywood was really nice. I played some craps with you guys there. I don't think I won because I didn't win at any table games all day, but I don't think I lost too much at that particular spot.
It was fun. It was a fun time.
Yeah, I will say that this is the most likely. Like, if we look at any of the casinos, if there was a casino I would return to with a large percentage of the reason being the casino, it would be the Hollywood. It was a little bit pricier, but like once you start seeing $25 minimums, the $15 minimums don't hit as hard. That's only $5 more than a $10 table. Not a big deal.
Right. And it's like...
It's just that I kept losing was the problem.
We're going so far out of our way to go to these casinos.
It seemed mostly affordable. So, but this one felt, like I said, the most like a destination. Just think of this, for example. If we were to spend a Tuesday, go hit up the Fairmount Racetrack from 1:30 to 6.
Yeah.
Drive over to the Hollywood. Maybe we got our wives with us. Take them to the racetrack. Then maybe we go to a concert at 7 o'clock at the Hollywood. And then when the concert's over, we go gamble our faces off in the casino until we crash.
A perfect date.
That would be an epic day. That would be a phenomenal day.
Yeah, that's like California split.
Like, that is the kind of day that I would really look forward to and plan around. And I think Christy would like it.
Fantastic.
Like, I think Christy would be all about going to the racetrack.
Yeah.
She'd be all about that.
I'm into that idea.
And then go into a concert. She'd be all about that.
Right.
And then late night gambling. If she doesn't like it, we're going to stay there. So she can just go crash in her hotel room and anytime she wants.
Right. It was a big location. I know we didn't eat there. They obviously had plenty of options for food. Like, that was surprising to me.
Like, I was tempted to stay there through the Illinois game. But we hit an inflection point there where it was, I either need to get to the next casino and place this bet, or we need to stay here until 9 o'clock.
Right.
And I feel like we should have stayed there till 9 o'clock in retrospect.
It was like borderline, right?
Yeah.
It was the risk was if we stayed there till 9 o'clock, like we might not have even gone to the last casino.
Right.
Or it would have been a real drag.
Right.
So we kind of hedged our bet there a little bit.
Right. The casinos are all 24 hours, by the way. Did you know that?
Is that right?
Yeah.
Wow.
All the casinos.
Certainly not the table games, but still, that's impressive.
Right.
That's a lot of free coffee.
But you can stay there and be a degenerate 24/7.
Yeah. I wonder if the sports books are open 24/7.
So that's the fourth casino. The last casino we went to is the Ameristar. This is the casino where I decided to bet all my 50s, because I had a bunch of $50 bills I can't do anything else with, on Illinois money line against Michigan. Turned out I had 6 50s, and then halfway into feeding the machine breaks on me.
Yeah.
So I got $150 stuck in a broken machine.
Right.
Then the guy has to go through and do all the things, and he replaces the paper tape, and I looked at it, and I was like, that's not the problem, because of the taper. He removes one that's still half full of tape.
Oh, yeah.
And he puts in a new one, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's not it. And of course it wasn't. So I stand there waiting while he goes, oh, I need to log in and then go clear something. And then it didn't have my money in the machine anymore. So he had to go look at the receipts, and then he did see the 150. He asked me how much I put in.
Yeah.
I said 150. He goes and he saw that 150 was put into the machine.
Yeah.
By logging in the admin area. And then he had to go through a whole process to pay out the $150. And then finally I got it.
You got the bet in before the game started?
I got the bet in before the game started because we moved over to another machine. I'm like, guys, give me $150 or whatever I need here. And you guys were like, no. I was like, okay. So I had to go into my other money and not put in 50s for half of the bet, which the whole reason I was putting all that money in was because to get rid of the 50s.
But he didn't give you 50s back, so they're gone.
Right.
Because he doesn't have any.
He gave me right.
We covered that.
So then I did bet $300 on Illinois money line, and
Big
they
bet.
lost by 14, and the game wasn't that close.
Not after like the first 6 minutes, right?
Yeah.
It looked good for the first 6
At
minutes.
some point late in the second half, they were up like 22 points on us.
Yeah. After those first 6 minutes, I went and played some 6-5 blackjack in the party pit, which was awesome.
The party pit at the Ameristar is the coolest part, but it's 6-5 blackjack.
It sure is. And it was fun. And
Yeah.
we made a lot of money. And I know I got 4 blackjacks exactly because she gave me beads every time I got one.
Oh, yeah.
So there you go.
The party pit at the Ameristar is unique and fun.
It is like Las Vegas style.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And also, shout out the Ameristar. It's beautiful in there.
Yeah, it's
like
pretty neat spot.
it's like it looks like it's in an ornate building of some sort. I don't know what the deal is
Yeah,
inside the
the
casino.
inside.
It looks like a carousel, like a giant,
Oh my gosh, yeah.
like a giant
Like a train
underneath of
station.
a carousel. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, or a train station or
It's like
something
a
like
huge
that.
train station. It's like nondescript on the outside. Shout out the blackjack dealer in the party pit. She commented on my hoodie and we struck up a conversation. Turns out her nickname is JuJu. So that was fantastic. She was a lot of fun. And I can't believe they had a titanium reserved craps table. That was ridiculous.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Like that craps table on the end was reserved for titanium players only.
Oh,
It was like roped off.
I thought you said they had a craps table made of titanium.
No. That's like the highest tier, I think, of
Yeah.
titanium. And there was never more than one person playing that craps table.
Wow.
But it was obviously like some type of status thing. Like every once in a while, somebody would sneak in and bleh.
Weird.
Very weird. Couldn't believe it.
So what brand is That's Boyd.
Yeah, Boyd.
That's Boyd.
Yeah.
That's our brand.
So yeah, unfortunately, I'm not quite at titanium yet.
Yeah. I don't think we're going to ever reach titanium.
No, you'd have to go a lot.
You'd have to.
I
be
think
a
I'm
real
pretty sure it's
sicko.
invite only. So I thought that was ridiculous. I'm a little bummed we didn't play in the Baccarat tournament, even though we were going to make it to day 2 and we weren't going to come back. That would have been probably fun just
Yeah.
for the gag. Overall, I enjoyed the place.
Yeah.
It was huge. Dinner was fine.
Dinner was
we
okay.
ate there. Yeah.
I will say that I drowned my sadness over the Illinois loss in a warm skillet cookie sundae.
Fantastic.
That was pretty funny, but it was mediocre.
It was pretty mid.
They didn't give me enough ice cream on the sundae.
Yeah.
And the sundae, the cookie itself was kind of crumbly and a little hard.
Yeah.
So,
So,
Tavern 38, folks, we do not give a formal recommendation to. We do give a formal recommendation to Blues City Deli.
Blue City Deli, yeah.
Yeah.
We had fun despite the fact that it was $25 craps. That's a little out of my comfort level. I had a great time playing.
So that's one part that takes it down a notch. The only craps table we were able to play at, did they have a $15 craps
They
table?
had 3 craps tables. One was titanium only. All 3 were $25.
$25 minimum craps table.
And all 3 were busy.
So that what?
No,
like-
2 were busy. 1 was empty.
So that one gets a little bit of a downgrade for me, based solely on the fact that, I mean, I had to put $60 on the table just to play. You know, I got to
Yeah.
put a $30 6 and a
and
$30
eight,
8 out just to play.
I enjoyed it. Like once I got into the swing of things and had to remember what everything paid, I would play that way again and not bat an eye. But it is more expensive. You're right.
Did you like it better than playing on a $10 table?
I mean, just the exchanges are kind of neat because you're starting higher. You go from 30 to, then I could press them both to 42, and then now they're 50 for 1. That's kind of neat.
Yeah.
Angle shooter number 2. This guy, again, none of my business, was betting the big 6 and big 8, and I saw him at least one time take his bet up after he lost.
Wow.
So, yeah, there was a little bit of shenanigans going on there, too.
So you caught multiple instances of cheating?
Well, I mean, that guy was cheating. The first guy was just, hey, that's my money. That's not really cheating. You're being kind of shady.
Yeah.
Or you just don't know.
Yeah.
That guy, though, I saw him cheat. He picked up his money after he lost.
Wow.
The guy next to the guy that gave you a hard time for buying it.
Oh.
Which was hilarious because I'm like, oh, puck's off. Sure. You're like, can I buy in? Sure, why not?
Yeah.
Puck's off.
Yeah.
Down to the 12 and 4 again.
I'm playing again $25 minimum table craps, and I'm so anxious to get in. No reason why. There was no, like, as soon as I did, I was like, I don't know why I did that.
Why did I bother?
But
Yeah.
I buy in when the puck's off
Yeah.
and it's still the same shooter. And immediately he rolls a 7, which is good for the most of the table, but I don't realize that. I think I killed everything at the table when I do that because I'm not connecting dots very well at that point in the night. And then it takes me a minute. I go, wait a second.
He won.
Most people won off of that. What are
Yeah.
you getting mad at me for?
Right.
And then it turns out it's because it killed the all tall small.
Is it
And if I had
$50
known
on
that,
the-
I would have been like, F you guys. And instead I was like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, right.
My bad. I'm sorry.
Right.
Kind of thing. And
You were in a cookie coma, and
it was just a bad vibe.
I had a bush light, so
Yeah. I was in a coma.
yeah.
Yeah. So, there were several AP slot opportunities there that were
Lot
also
of slot
nice.
machines. And then they had a whole second level.
I was kind of bummed you guys didn't let me go up there and look at even more slot machines before we left. You guys just wanted to get the heck out of there at that point, or what?
I wanted to go play more blackjack in the party pit. That's what I wanted to do.
And I was like, I wanted to go home soon, so I didn't want to splitting up. So
Yeah, right.
yeah, shout out Voodoo Jackpots
I,
as a slot machine.
I hope you had fun playing that. Yeah, you played
found it at multiple in
a couple times. Yeah.
Juicy State at multiple casinos, and it paid me out a winner both times. Both times small, like I was up like
Yeah.
$10 or $20 on each. But we were also, I think, both of them were on the smallest denomination.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, they had a crap ton of video poker upstairs, and man, they had so many slot machines I'd never even seen. I'm not a slot machine dude, but
That was my one thought from my previous visits to Ameristar that I always walked away with. One, beautiful interior. Two, oh my God, there's so many slot machines in this casino.
yeah,
Like you would think there would be more table games with as big of a layout as this place is, but it's almost exclusively covered with slot machines.
yeah. Cheap.
Did they have a
cheap
poker
labor.
room?
They did.
Yeah, they have a poker room. That's the second floor, right?
Yeah,
So the
and
second
it was
floor,
hopping. It was hopping.
second floor is just the poker room plus slot machines.
I mean, you're kind of underselling it because it's a lot of slot machines.
Yeah, but
yeah.
also it's got a big open area in the middle, so
like a
it's
balcony.
it's
yeah.
the second floor layout isn't nearly as big as the first floor layout.
Right,
Like they're all on balconies.
right.
So
But it was neat. I would definitely go back there. It seemed like the vibe was immaculate at
Yeah.
that place.
Yeah.
Other than Illinois losing, that was a buzzkill. But between the restaurant staff was great. The dealers were good enough, / great. Right.
yeah.
I don't want to undersell them because they did a great job. The music was bumping, and it was just the atmosphere was. It was like you're in a Vegas nightclub.
Yeah. And I didn't play in the party pit with you guys,
Yeah.
partly because of the 6'5" band that you had supposedly joined me on.
Right.
But I will say that I would have. You guys played that while I was watching the basketball game.
Yeah.
So I was watching that Illinois game. I had a lot of money on that.
You were dialed in. Yeah.
So I was locked in on that. And then once we were done with that, you guys went and played craps. And it was a $25 table, and that was like a buzzkill. Like I walked up to that table with $500. I walked away with $360, and I was thanking my lucky stars. That's all I lost.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah.
You
The craps table vibe was other than the little incident that I mean these guys got to get over themselves. Like,
Yeah.
this all tall small thing is like infuriating.
Yeah. I'm tired of it.
Yeah.
I don't bet it. So
Yeah. Let me tell you, none of that shit changes what the dice does.
Right.
And I get it, like $50 bills and like all these gags, right?
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. I'm superstitious, but
Yeah. Yeah, you're talking down to these people for their superstitions when we just had an episode of you berating me for going
$50
102
bills.
episodes of Gambling with Good JuJu without knowing that I don't use 50s at a
$50
casino.
bills. Yeah, you'll have that.
So
So yeah, I get it. We're all superstitious, but Puck was off.
I don't think I'm very superstitious.
I don't think I've ever been. Well, not this isn't true. It's pretty common to go to a craps table and somebody buys in the middle of your hand.
Yeah.
So to think
Yeah.
that you had the foresight to like wait till the puck was off and then we're still furious about it,
Yeah.
go away.
I don't do it in the middle of a roll.
Yeah.
Well,
So that's that.
I'll say this. Overall, there were like small gains that I made at every casino via slots. I don't think I've walked away from a casino down at slots, but I got decimated at the various table games we played.
Yep.
I mean, not decimated, but like you know,
You didn't win any money. at
I
any of
lost
them.
hundreds of dollars playing table games. And then I lost, we're going to call it 200 on the Illinois game because I bet 300 on them. But then I got some Columbia team total via
Shout out
Todd Wishnev.
Wishnev, yeah.
And like, we never would have bet that if I hadn't bet the Illinois game and was watching it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to count that in there and say I only lost 200 sports betting.
Yeah, there you go.
But still, I lose 200 sports betting and like 400 plus at table games. No, I probably lost over $500 at table games because I made some of that back with slot machines, like $100.
And I did so well because I made so much of the Casino Queen, which I don't want to return to.
Which is crazy.
Crazy.
So I will say this. I don't think 5 casinos in one day is something I really recommend.
Like it's
It might have impacted some of these rankings as well, either how short a time we were in there or, you know, how long a time we were in there and things like that. But I needed like I had multiple points during the day betting and watching the Illinois game and zoning out at the video poker machines that like were like resets for me, where like I could then go gamble again after I did those because I did those activities, which is hilariously degenerate that both those activities were gambling that are my resets. But like, seriously, those were like reasonable resets with like very low stakes.
Yeah.
Whatever about the Illinois game, but
right.
But I didn't even care about the bet. I cared about the fact that Illinois was getting curb stomped by Michigan.
That was like the biggest degen move of the day, probably for you.
I put like putting $70 on one play at a $10 blackjack table felt pretty disgusting as well for no real reason. I was battling, like I was right there battling.
Yeah, I agree with you. I would not do all 5 casinos in one day again. It's one thing when you're on Fremont Street or Las Vegas Strip and you're just like walking to casinos.
Yeah.
It's another thing when it's like get in the car. And it's such a commitment at this point. Like you got to go inside, you get in the car, and then we're here. We better at least look at every slot machine once.
Yeah,
and it's like you don't have to do that in Las Vegas. You can just walk in and walk out and keep going.
Yeah,
that's way different.
Yeah. Like Vegas, and you take breaks however you want, whenever you want.
Right.
That's one of the reasons I like Bet Bash and going to Bet Bash because that like I left craving casino games still at Bet Bash
because you're like
because we're doing so many other things.
Yeah.
So
yeah, for sure. So
I agree.
I would never do it. I will say this was fantastic. And you've been to them all. I had been to none of them. This was a great recon trip for me.
Oh, good.
Like if at any point and for the rest of my life I am in St. Louis and I want to go to a casino, I feel like I could make a very good decision on that.
Good.
So yeah.
Well, let me ask this then: yay or nay on the St. Louis gambling scene?
I mean, yay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, 5 casinos in the area is pretty good.
That's unique.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would go just for standalone gambling. You don't have to go to all 5.
Right.
That's ridiculous.
Well, that's the thing for me is that St. Louis is just a cool city, people. For the record, St. Louis is a cool city.
Pretty neat.
And I would go to St. Louis for many things that maybe aren't gambling and then incorporate gambling into the trip.
Yeah.
I don't think I would feel the need to go to St. Louis just for the gambling.
Yeah.
Like if we're going to go to the racetrack and then go to a casino or two, that's great. If we're going to go to a concert, if we're going to go to a baseball or basketball game and then go to the casino, that's all perfect. But if you were like, hey, let's go gamble in St. Louis this weekend, I'd be like, oh, let's just go to the Quad Cities.
Yeah.
Like if we want to go to multiple casinos in one day.
Just go to the Paradise, the best casino in the world.
Yeah. And I could just sleep in my own bed. We'll just go to the Paradise.
Right. And we can leave after 40 minutes.
Yeah. But like seriously, like I consider the Quad Cities to be more of a destination city for gambling than I would St. Louis based on
the trip.
Based on having done this in both cities.
It helps. It's
like we did this in Quad Cities last year.
Yeah.
And now we did it in St. Louis. And it's like when I compare the two of them, like not enough credit gets given to the Quad Cities area for being a solid ass gambling destination.
I tell you,
it's weird.
This is not a Quad Cities show, but we need to find some stuff to do in the Quad Cities so we can go to the casinos there.
Yeah. Like, but we don't need to. Like, I would be down for going to the Quad Cities just to go to Rhythm City and the Isle.
I've proved that dozens of times.
Yeah, for sure. All right, give me.
I wasn't prepared. There's no way I could prepare for 5 casinos.
Yeah.
That made me feel a little bit anxious throughout the whole time.
Like, we got to get to the. Yeah, you seemed more antsy about that than I ever was.
Like,
and we timed it perfectly.
We did. But I mean, I wasn't prepared for the actual locations. Like, I couldn't do research on what was going to be there, table games, slots, minimums, promo offers. I didn't have any of that. I just totally did all of this off the cuff, which is unlike me.
Yeah.
But I couldn't do it for 5 spots. It was like there wasn't enough time.
Okay.
So yeah. I'm like, usually I'm watching videos about these places beforehand and all that stuff, and I didn't do any of that.
Yeah. All right.
So anyway,
right.
Back to the rankings.
Let's wrap this up. So give me your rankings of the 5 casinos, 5 to 1, go.
Number 5, Casino Queen. Number 4, the Horseshoe. Number 3, River City. Number 2, Ameristar. Number 1, Hollywood. And 1 and 2, I mean, you got me convinced the $25 and the 65 Blackjack, but I mean, I'd almost put Ameristar at number 1.
Really?
Yeah, just vibes and atmosphere. And
I think
that.
Kurt put Ameristar at number 4, but Casino Queen at number 5.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go different. Okay. I have quite a different rankings. Number 5, I'm going to go Horseshoe.
Okay.
Going to go Horseshoe, number 5. It just feels like a tourist trap to me. Number 4, I'm going to go River City.
Wow.
River City was my first crapless experience, but that casino's the most randomly out of the way, like the least convenient to anything natural around it. And it feels overly big without a real reason for being so to me. It was busy, don't get me wrong, at noon on a Friday, but I don't know. I just didn't love the vibe there.
You know what? I bet if we went there at 8 o'clock at night and the Ameristar at noon, it would have been the exact same on the different properties.
Yeah, like I've been to River City at 10 o'clock on a on a reasonable night.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. But it's not like they have like a whole lot more tables open. Like maybe they'll have 2 craps tables going, but one's crapless and one's regular.
That's
things
an
like
acceptable
that.
amount to be. But yeah.
But I bet we wouldn't have found $15. I bet those tables would have been better chance of being 25 if we had gone.
And maybe that's my point. Like we should like Casino Queen might have had a $25 craps table at 8 o'clock at night.
But like we know that the Horseshoe had a $25 table in the middle of the afternoon.
Sure.
So like,
yeah, you can.
We know that one's touristy trap. But for the record, the Ameristar is the one that had the worst prices that I'm rating higher than River City.
Oh yeah, good point.
Yeah, so it wouldn't work. You're talking like I'm trying to shit on River City, but River City had the more favorable terms.
Yeah. Fair enough.
So I just didn't like that it was out of the way, and I didn't like the vibe inside of it. So then that brings me to number 3, and the Battle 3-2 was the closest one for me.
Oh, okay.
3-2 was the hardest one to decide between. After thinking this through over, I am going to go with the Ameristar at number 3.
Okay.
And I'm going to say that the $25 craps table, $25 blackjack minimums, I know it was later in the day. Maybe they got them earlier in the day, but that was a huge turnoff for me. And there was a much better casino only 5 minutes away. So why would I think I would definitely prefer going to the Hollywood over the Ameristar. Beautiful inside. Like I said, billion slot machines. So like if I wanted to go just slot hustle, I'd go to the Ameristar.
Yeah.
But I don't even know how many of them were advantageous. I don't even know if Kurt knew.
I don't even know if they had more than Hollywood.
And the party pit was cool. That's the part that almost got me. But the party pit's 6.5. So I said I'd never play it again. But I also said I would if it was like a circa swim type situation. I think a party pit probably would qualify for, okay, I'll play some.
The vibe was high.
Was good. But Casino Queen number 2. And Casino Queen at number 2, that was your number 4?
5.
That was your number 5?
Absolutely.
The $10 blackjack was awesome.
Yeah.
$10 3-2 blackjack. It's right close to downtown. So like when I think about what casino am I going to go to the most, unless I'm going to deal with the touristy crowds at Horseshoe, which let me tell you, after whatever major event you're going to in downtown St. Louis, it's going to be hella busy at the Horseshoe.
Yeah.
You can hop in a 5-minute Uber and be at the Casino Queen, which, it's smaller, but it's also way less. But that was the least busy casino we went to.
Oh, for sure.
So I'm just saying.
Yeah.
And I got to play $10 3-2 blackjack. I'm not saying I could play that at 10 p.m. at night on a weekend. But I could play it when we went.
Right.
And so I had no problem. Like you had no problem getting on any tables. I had no problem getting on any tables there. And that, access to affordable gambling is so important to me that I rate them higher than Ameristar. But that is so close. Like that 3-2, which one? I could change my opinion immediately.
Yeah.
And number one's Hollywood. Like that's the only one that I could see as a destination, the Hollywood Casino. Like I would love to go see Kid Cudi followed by gambling at the Hollywood and get a room there and stay overnight.
Yeah, I wonder what that's like when they do that.
Yeah.
It might be frustrating.
Like to play or to get a cheap room
to
or
gamble.
all of it?
To gamble. Like it might be impossible to gamble when it's Kid Cudi night.
I'm guessing a lot of people go home after a lot of people, like it probably just brings concert goers more than it does gambling concert
They wouldn't
goers.
do it then.
I'm sure it's busier, but I would assume that they got more tables open. I would assume that they got, stuff working for them.
Well, we got to see. Because I got to see this now, America. I got to go to a concert at the Hollywood in St. Charles, Missouri.
Okay.
I am in.
Yeah. So
put it on the list.
Here's the answer. It sounds like you are more likely to return to St. Louis for gambling now that you've experienced it, now that you know what it's like.
I'm more likely to go back to gamble?
Yeah. Than you were. Like you weren't going to you've never been to a St. Louis casino before.
Never.
But you feel like you will return now having experienced it.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Like I'm thinking of several reasons, but
I mean, I would go to like 10 casinos I haven't been to first, but
yeah, like I know I go to casino St. Louis for adult entertainment more than you do.
Sure.
And it's because of all the sporting events and stuff that they feature there. So for me, it's a no brainer that like I kind of already knew what my gambling would be like there and I'm excited. But for you as a first timer, it's kind of interesting to hear your perspective on would I return.
Yeah.
But not just, you wouldn't return just for the gambling.
That would be a hard sell.
Yeah. You would need some other event built around it to get you to go.
Yep.
Okay. All right. But we learned some opportunity. We learned about Fairmount. That's a reason. Go down to Fairmount and then hit up a casino down there after. Yeah. We learned about the Hollywood, or at least I did, about their concert venue where you got all kinds of options. So that's 2 reasons right there. We could reasonably find reasons to make trips down that include gambling at casinos.
Yeah, fair enough. All right. Most pleasant surprise. Granted, you've been to them all before. What would you say was your most pleasant surprise?
My most pleasant surprise was seeing a $10 table when I didn't expect to find one all day.
At the Casino Queen? That was your
I was surprised they had a 10. What surprised me is that it was 3-2.
Yeah, that is actually surprising.
That was I wouldn't have been that surprised if they had a $10 6-5 table.
Yeah.
But they had a $10 3-2 table.
Yeah.
And I did not expect that. So like I know we've talked about this already, but that was definitely the most surprise. That's why it got number 2.
Literally like 2 p.m. 3-2 $10 blackjack table, and you're like number 1 casino.
No, number 2.
Number 2 casino, yeah.
And it was a battle for number 3. I don't love the St. Louis area casinos. Like, I didn't love them.
Yeah.
Like Vegas is cooler, Quad Cities is cooler.
Yeah.
There are other places I'd rather gamble.
I'm gonna give it to the Fairmount sign-up offer.
That was the most surprising thing you ran into?
Most pleasant surprise.
Most pleasant
surprise. That's a strong offer for
$25 in slot play plus $25.
Granted, we didn't even use the food.
Well, like that's only because we were going so early. Like if we had showed up an hour later, the restaurant opened at noon. We would have just eaten lunch there.
I'm kind of bummed we didn't wait and do that. But that was a nice surprise. Biggest flop of the trip.
I would say the biggest flop of the trip was just the Horseshoe.
I agree. Absolutely.
Yeah, just the time there. I feel like we didn't really even get into any kind of gambling groove while we were there.
We could have just gone and like touched the door and said we did it.
Yeah, like looking at the table games were packed and they were pricey.
Yes.
So at 4:00.
Yep.
Tourist trap. I'm telling you, people.
Could have been the fatigue. I mean, I don't know. Didn't need to go.
Yeah.
So that's that.
Anything else?
I love it. Thank you for driving.
Yeah.
Thank you for going on this weird life adventure with me.
Yeah. And shout out Jolly St. Vic for
Shout
joining
out
us.
Jolly St. Vic. Appreciate you, bud.
We had a good time with Jolly.
Let us know when you want to go to Dubuque, Iowa.
Yeah. Is that our we got to figure out where our next road trip in the Midwest
So
is
there's
gonna
actually
be.
another one near St. Louis almost. Like we almost missed one.
Which one?
It's like some riverboat down there in the cut this.
All right. All right, folks. That's going to do it for us. Good juju to your bets, and we will talk again soon.
Shout out Sven Gulli.
Oh, Sven Gulli. Yes.
Well, for some people, it's like, oh, let me have one.
Yeah.
It's like me doing edibles.
Some people
One a month.
are responsible
Right.
with their degeneracy, and
Not-
some of us are hanging on by a thread. Like, when you have to tell people you're 6 years sober, there's an implication behind that indicates you cannot control yourself. And prior to 6 years ago, you were really bad.
So now I just
So popping a Zin doesn't feel like all that much.
right.
I did check. What's funny is if you're in the urban center, it's like all Newports in the machine.
Mm-hmm.
But I checked like the Ameristar Hollywood. I don't remember which one. It
Oh.
was only like one row
Yeah, right.
of the machine.
Yeah.
And then they had a bunch of different kinds of cigarettes in the machine because it's still Missouri.
Not at the Horseshoe.
No.
Was 80% Newport.
It's like all Newports. I don't know what it was at the Casino Queen, but I'm sure that would have been
I
even
got-
higher
I got a
percentage.
feeling it was 2 machines full of Newports.
Two machines. It's their second biggest revenue maker after slots. Yeah,
Right.
they actually make more money off of the vending machine smokes than they do off of like the crab stables.
Right.